So tonight we are working on a really neat balloon pop game. This particular piece was on a card swipe, so what I'm doing right now is converting it back over to coin use. As you can see, it'll make noise all the time. It's a cool little game. Very nice, works fantastic. Got a big jackpot header up there. However, a lot of the pieces that we get in end up have been on a card swipe, and unfortunately, there's a lot of FECs out there that can't afford brand new games, let alone games, a whole entire card swipe system, and they're still in quarters and tokens. So that's who we market to, and it's been doing all right so far. But this one, like I said, has been converted over for card swipe, so we've got to undo all that and put a regular mech in so you can use it with coins again.
It's a brand new smart mech, is that what you're putting in?
Yes, brand new smart mech.
What's a smart mech?
Well, smart mech is a coin mech that will accept any coin you need it to. So it's got a little slide thing that you put the coin into, and you can have the game take a penny, a nickel, a dime, whatever you want it to, and this basically it's just like a universal coin mech. Old style coin mechs would only take one particular coin. So these new style ones will take any coin you need it to, which is very convenient. But they do have drawbacks too. Some of these smart mechs, they last a while, but they can eventually go bad, whereas the old mechanical coin mechs pretty much last forever. But they're still a neat little gadget. Let's see.
How long does it take to put one in?
Oh, about 5 minutes if you know what you're doing. And also you got to have the right wires. You got to know which one is your power, because you got to have 12 volts to make it work. A ground wire, and then the wire that triggers the credit.
So why do we do this?
So why do we do this?
Is it so people can, like, when they get their games, they don't have to do this themselves? It's ready to go.
So we try to be turnkey. A lot of our end users have arcades, and they don't have the time to go through and mess with lights being out and it needs a fuse or a bad wire or something like that. And so we go through all of our games and make sure it's going to be turnkey for whoever buys it. Also, if there's any issues that we can't fix, of course we're going to disclose that and say, hey, this particular game has this issue and we can't figure it out. We don't want anyone to have any surprises at the end of the day when they get a game from us. So what I'm doing right here is the previous owner had these nice plates on here to cover up where the coin mech would go. So that was a nice job that they did there. What we're doing is putting a brand new mech, which looks like this, in its place. And it's just going to pop right in there. And it goes in here with the supplied 4 bolts and nuts, but sometimes you got to put a washer on them because they don't fit just right. These are from China, and I'm not the biggest fan of stuff from China, but in this case, these are pretty good for the most part. But, oh, it's coming alive again. But this is a really neat game. I mean, for what it is, it's in great condition. lots of lights. It's big. Definitely the attention getter. I've enjoyed working on this piece. It's been pretty neat.
So we're gonna let him finish installing this. And then he's gonna credit it up and test it and make sure everything's working correctly. And then it will be put up for sale.
So these balloon pop games are pretty popular. They're definitely big money makers. Brand, I don't know if they still make, I'm sure they make a style of them still, but unfortunately, like a lot of new games out there today, brand new games are just cost prohibitive for a lot of folks. You know, if you've got a location that's bringing in, you know, thousands and thousands per day, then, you know, spending 20 grand on a video game or an arcade, you know, redemption game, not a big deal. But most locations don't do that much business. So.
Yeah, not everybody's a Dave and Buster's.
That's for sure. You know. And on the other hand, the ones that are bringing in that kind of money, hey, more power to you. Fantastic. I wish everyone all the luck. But our primary customer is going to be those folks that want a nice game, but don't want to have to spend $500,000 to fill up an arcade full of nicer pieces. All right, so we got that nice and tight in there. So next thing we need to do is run some wires. And they're all sitting out back here. I have already forgotten which wire does what. So before I blow something up, I'm going to test which one's my 12 volts and which one is my ground. Pretty sure the yellow is 12 volts and my orange is ground. Okay, so I still remember, so good. That's my old age there jumping in.
Yes, Grandpa.
That's right. So, gonna get some wires spliced here.
We have been working pretty much all day today. It's Sunday. Was it the 4th or the 5th of March?
I think it's, you know, I don't even know.
I think it's March the 4th. It's Sunday. So, yes, when you work for yourself, there is no such thing as weekends. Scott worked all day yesterday down in Sevierville, helping out a friend
We have a
slash colleague.
yeah, and he's got a he just started about 1.5 years or so ago, and he grew up in the Sevierville, Pigeon Forge, Gatlinburg area, and his growth is just unbelievable. He gets probably a new location about every other day, and it's just absolutely amazing how well he's doing. And I help him out down there, moving some stuff and fixing little things for him and teaching him about the business. And but he is really doing well, and
we're proud of him.
yes.
And he is also a customer slash friend. As a matter of fact, let me show you the game. We haven't finished it for him yet. We're waiting on a couple of parts to come in. He is going to be getting this Terminator. We got a new door coming for it. And a new gun coming for it. Hopefully it'll be here in the next few days, and we can get that out the door to him, and we can put it where it needs to go. We got to put the topper on that too, I forgot.
Yeah, that has a Terminator that his eyeballs light up.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. I like him. I want to get one, set it in my car, like in the passenger seat. So if I'm driving somewhere and I need to use the
carpool lane,
lane,
that's right.
yeah.
It's the Terminator. Get out of my way.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if a cop pulled you over and you got the Terminator head
funny.
sitting in your seat?
I guess
And I'll be back. Stay here. Give me your license. I'll be back.
I like it. So I thought this was pretty funny. I was sitting in that the customer we were talking about in friend just a minute ago. I was sitting in his driveway waiting on him to pick up something from his house, and he goes, "Hey, look up." So I look up, and he goes, "You see that red and black helicopter?" And I said, "Yeah." He goes, "Yeah, that's mine." it was pretty funny.
It was literally his?
Yep.
What was it doing flying around?
He just finished it. And
Oh, it's one that he worked on, or is it?
no, he owns it.
Oh, okay, cool.
He fixed it up, and he's leasing it out.
Ah.
And it flies out of the airport down there. And I tried to get a picture, but I wasn't fast enough.
That's cool.
But I knew he was working on it, but he got it finished, and it was pretty neat, though.
I'm sure he'll take you for a ride one day.
That would be fun.
No, not me. Mm-mm. Can barely get me on an airplane, much less a helicopter.
Probably should have done this on the other side, but I didn't. That's okay. We're gonna just make sure it all works, and then we'll beautify it. There we go. Okay. So with these smart Mechs, it's basically a coin comparable, a coin, I think that's what they're technically called, coin comparable. So you slide this little guy open here, and you put your coin in right there, and then we'll see if it works.
Insert coin to continue.
Well, there you go. Very cool. All right. So let me beautify this a little bit and tuck the wires in. Unfortunately, I'm not working with a lot of slack wire here, so I got to do what I can do here to make it work. But then also, the customer has to be able to get in here. And it's even more lovely when cut my hand.
Yeah, he's got a big boo-boo on his hand.
And I broke my cardinal rule of if a machine is falling, don't try to catch it. And I tried to catch it. And I've been paying for it now for about a week. No coin went in and didn't come out. Hello? There it is.
Maybe you just missed it.
Did I miss it? That's funny. Well, where'd it go? Well, okay. So that one disappeared. Okay.
Is it hitting a wire or something, maybe?
No. It must be something down in the chute. So this game has this big wooden chute that the coin slides down. And there must be something stuck in there.
Let me see your flashlight.
Try that again. Ooh, there's one. There's two. Something's...
I see it. I see them right there.
Do you?
They're right there at the edge. All right, folks, we got to turn it off here so we can get in there and figure out what's hung. We'll be back to show you the game in action.